Welcome to Change the Narrative. This is Kim.
I'm Lamb.
Happy New Year to the Change the Narrative family.
Happy New Year to everybody out there, especially the people who wanted to believe at brunch. New Year's looking bright. You know what I'm saying?
2020. Started off the year with a bang.
Right now, brunch pocket light. $10 million lighter. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Well, I like it. I love it. Yeah, and that's just one of the things with lottery, right?
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes you win,
sometimes you don't, man. So shout out to the people who just toast breads for the new year, man. Word up. And also shout out to the people who participated in this year, today's New Year's Classic.
Yes.
The Belizeans that did well and the ones who participated, man. Congratulations.
Man. Yeah.
And keep at it, man. Straight up. So what we got going on for tonight, though?
Well, just to reflect a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last week we had a great episode.
Okay.
We talked a little bit about cronyism and nepotism.
We sure did.
And there was a statement that you made that some said was bold, right?
Bold?
Yeah, they said it was bold.
Facts. More like facts.
And that particular statement was that we are not poor.
Indeed.
We are being mismanaged.
Yes, indeed.
And
what's bold about that?
I had the same questions, but there was a lot of people who, I don't know, some agreed that we're not poor, but it touched them a little bit when we said we're being mismanaged. Kind of like they seem like we can't do better. So you asked, what is this episode about?
Mm-hmm.
This episode is about the fact that Belize is actually a
$10 billion economy.
10 billion
Believe
people.
Believe it or not. Believe it straight up.
And we're going to show you
that
how
we are being mismanaged.
And prove that we are being mismanaged.
And that we are actually should be a $10 billion economy. Because again, to be honest with you, we are running on about 10% of our potential.
10%, yeah? Because we're running on 2 billion GDP right now.
And we should be at 10 to 20 billion. At least
and
10.
Why do we say that, Clint?
Because the numbers don't lie. And like Jay-Z said, man lie, woman lie. The numbers don't. I mean, the numbers can be stubborn, man. Can be very stubborn. And
true.
Like we play sports, so you know the sports analogy is you are what your records say you are.
That's right.
So you can still be whatever you did or what you didn't do, but your record speaks for itself.
Yep, that's what we're going to look at.
For the last 38 to 40 years, these politicians who were in charge, they have a record.
Been in charge, yeah.
They have a record, and their record reflects what the numbers show.
Have we ever been more than 2 billion? We've never been higher than 2 billion.
This is the highest it's ever been.
Okay.
But it's also, people don't understand that we also $2 billion in debt. You know what I'm saying? And again, I just want to make this quick statement about debt.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't worry too much about debt. You know what I'm saying?
No, I do not. Of course you worry about that. If we have $2 billion as a GDP and we're in $2 billion debt, that means we're walking a very fine line. And a natural disaster
most people don't understand.
Done.
Most people don't understand banking and money itself. So a person who don't understand that will say that. But let me give you a quick overview because the banks and so forth. People don't understand that the government of Belize only produce about 3% of physical cash in the entire country. 97% of the money that is floating around is in the form of credit. And that comes from the banks. Whenever you go get a loan, the bank is actually creating new money. All right? So that's people need to understand it because the banks are working off the fractional reserve system, which gives them the ability to keep only 5% of the fraction of whatever money you put in there as a reserve, and the rest they can lend out. And that rest is usually in the form of credit. So again, most of the money that we have circulating around the country is to credit. In addition to that, in regards to debt itself, debt is always backed by interest.
Yes.
And to understand interest in layman's term, if I have $1 in existence and I loan you $1 and I tell you bring it back with interest, where would you get interest from?
I can't. If we only have $1
That's my point
I'm
trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. So pretty much interest does not exist in reality. But the way how the system is set up, it's built. You don't know where you can get interest if I create more dollars, which in turn create inflation and all this other stuff. But that's a topic for another.
Right now you got me to scratch my head.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is that we shouldn't be too harsh on the debt right now because that part of it can be solved if we are willing to do the things we're talking about tonight to get us there.
All right. So let's jump into it, Clint. So
sure.
You said that we need to be a 10.
10 to
We
20.
should be a 10.
A 10 to 10 to 10
Oh,
to
did
20
you
billion
just
dollars.
20?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the number's short. I mean, let's look at
bold. Okay.
let's look at. I mean, what we're gonna do first is just
Uh-huh.
compare Belize against our CARICOM counterparts.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And again, the countries that I chose, because the numbers shows that Belize is about almost last when it comes to GDP per capita amongst CARICOM country. But what I
Okay.
decided to do to make it quick, fast, and hurry
Mm-hmm.
is to put Belize against three of the known ones. You know,
Okay.
which
So that people can see that we're
see,
not just
we're
putting
not
a
being
number out
biased.
there.
The
And,
numbers are the numbers, man, and you know
Yeah.
this is the numbers that they put out. It's not changing narrative numbers at all.
Right.
So let's start with the Cayman Islands.
all right. So we're going to use the Cayman Islands.
The Cayman Island population is 6 to 1,000.
Okay.
The Cayman Island geographical land mass is about 102 square miles. Cayman Island GDP, however, for that small island is about 3.2 billion. Already beat us, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the income per capita is roughly around 42,000.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on to the Bahamas.
Cool.
The Bahamas population is 389, which is similar. 389,000, which is similar to Belize.
Yeah. Yeah.
The area is about 5,358 square miles.
So they're smaller. Okay.
Bigger than Cayman. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
And the GDP is 12 billion.
Ouch.
Income per capita at the Bahamas is 34,000.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
The next one I'll choose is Trinidad. Trinidad is like one of good neighbors as well.
Yeah.
Trinidad population on that little island is 1.4 million.
That's a lot.
That's
Okay.
a lot. The square miles for Trinidad is 1981, so it's 1,981 square miles.
Okay. So smaller than Belize. It's significantly
Way smaller than Belize.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the GDP, however, is 22 billion.
22 billion?
22 billion on that island. And
Jesus.
we also got their GDP is about 16,000
Okay.
as of 2018, 2017.
All right.
Now we got Belize, the jewel.
Okay.
The jewel's population about 390,000.
Yeah, we've grown.
We've grown a little bit. However, square miles of, we learned this in school, 8,867 square miles.
Yeah,
You know, we're from the Rio to the Saboon.
that's
Don't
right.
get it twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And however, this is where the sad numbers come in. Belize GDP, 4,830. So basically,
their
there's
GDP per capita 4,000.
4,830. And again, all these numbers are in the U.S.
Right.
dollars.
Yes.
So everything we're saying here is in the U.S. dollars. And this is just going to show you, all these countries are way smaller than us.
Mm-hmm.
They're on an island, so it takes for transport for goods and services to get to that island. It takes a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Belize is on a landmass that you can run the buses and trains and rigs directly to Belize to bring in your goods and services.
That's right.
And these countries are outdoing Belize by
Big
a lot.
time.
Big time.
Big
It's
time.
not even, and it's just confirmed to you. These guys who are in charge, who have been running the country, both parties at this point, they've been mismanaging the country. I mean, the numbers don't lie.
Mismanaging, and they have no imagination.
None at all.
They're doing nothing
But it-
innovative. We just do tourism and agriculture. That's
it.
That's the bulk
and again,
of
the problem with that is tourism and agriculture. If you're running your country and you're banking your country to survive of tourism and agriculture, you're in a losing battle, because those two income producers for any country in this new economy are losers. The agriculture industry has been losing money, especially in regards to sugar and all this stuff, because the price for sugar. People want to eat more healthy food.
yeah.
So the price for sugar worldwide, and a lot of countries are producing it,
Yeah.
the price of sugar worldwide has been dropping.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we got to find somewhere else to make money. And in regards to tourism, there's too much factors. There's weather, there's violence, and like what's
Yeah.
going on right
In
now in Kikaka right now with electricity. There's
water.
man-made issues that could go
Yeah.
on that can give the whole country a black eye.
Yeah.
And now we're going to lose millions of dollars behind this nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
That's right.
you cannot bet. For most countries, they will tell you tourism and agriculture should be about your fifth or sixth or seventh income producers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And Belize have an abundance of ways to generate money.